We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. The Giants at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins in 8 prior to that defeat.
And it
over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing Jones. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And it's 3rd down and 2. Now you look at the Saints defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass. But the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now it's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Saints. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. You look at this Saints defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now this throw caught left side. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 39 yards there. A big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Barkley is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Here's Barkley. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll run forward Barkley. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Watson's throw here complete to Ward.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Watson off play action. Out to his left.
Yeah, to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
On first and 10, Jones.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6.
Back to throw again. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Jones to throw on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 17, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Gotta give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to look deep here for Ward. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead. Groupie for the extra point. And it's now 14-11. They lead it by 3.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Looking to throw. Jones. Man over the middle, and it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones. Touchdown, Giants.
Isaiah Hodgins
From 4 yards out.
and the Giants put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Giants 18, Saints 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, some strong running.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down. Watson to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeau
In there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Watson. He's got his target. It's Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
This is 1st and 10. Now Watson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones looking around. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that